Welcome to the Four Listeners Program. Welcome aboard, everybody. Thanks for checking us out this week. What up, everybody? I'm Spear. On the mics this week is the Z-Man. What is up, Z?
The itsy bitsy spider went up the water spout. Down came the rain and washed the spider out. Up came the sun and dried up all the rain. And the itsy bitsy spider went up the spout again.
Yay! Hey, Uncle Z sang us a song.
Excellent.
On the other mic is the mighty Ganthor. What is up, Ganthor?
Hey, you're pretty cheerful, man.
Well, we're back.
Is this the spear that went to California?
You go to California. It's nice out there.
Or did you get replaced? Body snatched.
Replaced by what? Like an alien
nice,
spear?
pleasant, charismatic spear?
No, absolutely not. No, we'll fix that. No problem.
No parasites took over your brain?
I don't think so.
That's just what they would say if that did happen, right?
That's the first thing about parasites is they make sure that you don't know that they're there.
Yeah.
Is that that's my deflection, right?
That's right. It's rule one.
That's rule one.
It's just like Asimov has the rules, so do parasites.
I thought you were talking about Fight Club.
Oh, I was talking about Asimov.
So, nice segue. Something must be done about bugs, parasites.
Shits in your brain.
Oh my God! The most recent. So on the Facebook, the last one I saw was a giant puppy-sized spider.
Yeah, I refuse to look at that.
Puppy-sized, legit puppy-sized?
If it's on Facebook, it must be true.
Oh, yeah. If it's on the internet, it must be
Well,
true.
if it's, are you questioning the veracity of the internet, sir?
I learned that on TV.
That's right.
It's very
told me
expensive.
that whatever's on the internet is true.
It must be true.
It's very expensive to get things on the internet, so people don't want to just go around putting anything on there.
Absolutely.
No, we can't have that. Right?
No. This is a real deal. So anyway, this thing is the size of a puppy. It's in the Brazilian rainforest or something along those lines.
A place I will never go.
Yeah, nothing good will come out of that rainforest.
So there is this
animal-wise.
There is this picture of this ginormous arachnid that is the guy taking the picture put his hand next to the log that this thing was on for scale, and it's fucking enormous. It's way bigger than his hand. This picture here is the Goliath bird eater, which is an ironic name because it doesn't actually eat birds. It has a tendency to forage for bugs and worms and frogs and things along those lines, things that are normally on the ground. It can grow up. The spider apparently, this according to ifuckinglovescience.com, and I just fucking love the name of this website.
Oh, they got a great podcast too.
Yeah, this is the spider has a leg span up to 11 inches and a body about the size of an adult's fist. Altogether, it weighs about 6 ounces, which is about the size of a medium-sized apple or a puppy right after it's born.
So that's
that kind of puppy. Nobody ever holds puppies that size.
Hold on.
You wouldn't hold this fucking thing either.
Hold on. You're using a very interesting measurement term. Leg span?
Leg span.
Leg span.
Leg span.
What, do you know what your mom's leg span would be?
Oh, my God.
Like sailor to sailor? Is that how they call it? Is that the...
You need to grow the fuck up. That's what you need to do. And
wow.
why are you
Have
laughing?
you touched a new nerve?
Why are you laughing?
Stop I don't laughing. Get that many good ones ever.
You're only encouraging him.
That's my intent.
Leg span, though, right? That'd be a great porn term.
So if you're gonna rank porn stars by the span of their legs,
yeah, I mean that's like making a flexibility unit.
Sure.
All right, sorry. Go ahead. Talk about your puppy. Talk about your puppy. I mean, the puppies when they're born are fucking like rats. They're tiny little things.
Well, I mean, we're talking about the body of this now being it's about the size of a good-sized apple, which is not insignificant for a fucking spider. I mean, you got to figure the body of it is about the size of the apple. The legs are coming out, and it's not one of those like it's one of these hairy spiders, which I can't.
I do not care for those.
I mean,
Are you guys afraid of spiders?
Yeah. I mean, who actually?
Yeah, I saw arachnophobia. Thank you.
I mean, who wouldn't be afraid of this fucking thing coming after you? And what's amazing about this fucking guy is that he decided that he wanted to get close enough to take pictures, but evidently the spiders have defense mechanisms.
Yeah, they could shoot quills at you or something, right?
They're
like
right,
fucking
so
porcupines.
Right, so they
mist
rub
of
their
quills that gets in your eye and your nose.
Right.
Or barbs, maybe.
Right. Well, right. It's the hairs on the legs. They release the hair, which are irritating to your skin and your eyes. And apparently, this guy took some damage.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. First of all, why would you want to get this close? If I saw this thing on a log, I would go running.
I'd probably try to smash it.
No, dude, you can't smash a bug that big. That's like a fucking giant apple thing.
That's a big bug, dude.
I'm pretty sure I could smash it with a log.
It's not like you could grab like a tissue box, bro.
I'm not talking like that. I'm talking
whoa,
with
hold on.
a big rock or a log or a sledgehammer or something.
And what if you didn't?
Please never say tissue box bro. Ever. Never ever say that again.
Probably says that a lot.
Dude, can you pass me up tissue box, bro? I got a fucking sneeze coming on here. I just want to make sure I don't spread any disease. Thanks, bro.
Okay, I'm sorry. It's not like you could smash this thing with a tissue box bra.
Not better.
This is a big fucking thing, Ganthor.
Dude, I'm telling you, I could fight this thing given the proper weapons.
Okay.
Well,
And that's probably what I would do.
Okay. How about you, Z? What would you do? You see this thing.
I don't think we need to at all interfere with that bug. We let that bug do whatever the fuck that thing wants to do, and I walk the other way.
That's right.
What if this thing lived in your backyard? Then what would you do?
Move.
Yep.
You're gonna sell your
It's
house.
like it's like you're that. It's like you're in Poltergeist, and like your house starts talking to you and says, "Get out." Get the fuck out.
You get the fuck out.
When your house tells you to get out, you should get the fuck out.
You get out. There was a guy in England who had a ginormous spider that took over his garage, like it was a 2-car garage. Built the web overnight over a 2-car wide garage door, and just sat in the middle of it. It was one of them big ass fucking spiders. I would sell the house.
Time to move.
Are you guys top of the food chain or what?
I would sell the house.
Sound like a bunch of bottoms to me.
Maybe, but I would not be living in that house any longer.
If I had a flamethrower, I might help. I might try.
Yeah, what could possibly go wrong shooting flamethrower at spider webs on your house?
I've seen this in a movie once. I'm pretty sure I can do it.
I realized that was a criteria for.
So if it's not a giant spider, how about a giant fucking crab?
Yeah, there's coconut crabs.
No, there was
They get
an article I saw about a crab. They called it Crabzilla.
Oh, Jesus.
That evidently Google Maps caught a crab the size of a pier in England.
I'm gonna call
bullshit.
Yeah.
Crabzilla. And apparently there's some science to this, that there are some crabs that the largest species of crab, at least known to man, maxes out at about 12 feet long.
I still wouldn't call. Who came up with the term that this is pier-sized?
Well, you have to look at it. You have to look at it from the picture. From the picture's perspective, this is a big motherfucking crab. And this is where you wonder whether or not, like the spider, whether you wonder or not this is some internet magic.
Yeah, that's fake. That's not real. That thing would have been captured so fast.
I mean, if this thing is for real, you're gonna need an awful lot of lemon and butter. Is all I'm saying. Still, though, even if this one isn't real, could you imagine a 12-foot long crab?
No, see that I wouldn't fight. I wouldn't fight that unless I had guns or dynamite or something.
So the 12-foot long crab you walk away from, but the puppy-sized spider, which is infinitely creepier, you would fight.
Dude, you don't think you could crack that spider open?
Oh, you don't think you could crack the crab open?
Not a 12-foot crab. You ever been pinched by a crab, dude?
I have, yes.
Now translate that to getting pinched by a 12-foot crab.
Well, I don't think you'd get pinched. I think you'd just be like sliced in half.
You'd be snipped in half, probably.
You'd just be sliced in half, right?
I'm not trying to mess with that.
So you're yay on fighting the spider and nay on fighting the crab.
Hand to hand, yeah, that's accurate.
Hand to claw, you mean?
Hand to claw.
Sure. Yeah, I wouldn't want anything to do with that.
I mean, so you have seen like the coconut crabs, though. Those are real. I've seen that. There are these fucking things that are like the size of an actual dog, not a puppy, that eat coconuts. And they're these giant fucking things that you like. Yeah, they live in these trees and shit, and they're huge, and you catch them and you eat them.
Wait, the crabs live in trees?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No.
They live in the base of trees.
In the base of trees. They're not like up in the trees.
No. They're not like attacked from above.
Because if the crabs start falling out of the trees, I'd be fucking.
No, they're land crabs though. They're not like water crabs.
Oh my god. Dude, that would trip my face out. Fucking crabs falling out of the trees, all pinchers and shit. That would be fucking terrifying.
Let's talk about those weird parasites and shit, though. People keep finding in their ears.
It's the stuff of nightmares, man. Here's a guy who evidently realized that he had a spider living inside him. Somehow he went.
Oh,
So this guy went to Bali, and he said that despite staying in a very, like a good hotel, he claims that his body, again, this is the I fucking love science. He claims that his body played host to a tropical spider for 3 days after it burrowed into his torso through a scar in his belly button from a recent surgery.
Ugh.
That's pretty disgusting.
I mean, you know what this reminds me of? Did you ever see The Matrix?
No.
That's what this.
What's that
Oh,
movie?
yeah, I've never heard of that.
Right, the Matrix, where the bug crawls into his belly button. I mean, just picture that in real life.
Do you remember Aeon Flux?
Yeah,
fuck
on
shit,
the
show's
MTV.
Badass.
That stuff happened all the time in that show. Except I think it was going in people's noses and things.
Yeah. I mean, just imagine that.
No, thank you.
That's pretty gross.
That's so gross. That's not even as bad as like those other bugs, though. Those like bugs that like take over the host's body. And they make them do crazy shit. Like was it the ant that takes over the cricket's body?
I don't think it's an ant.
I know it's a spore, right? It's a spore that takes over the cricket's body.
Yeah, no, right. So it's a fungus.
Yeah.
It's a fungus that makes zombies out of ants.
There's that thing. Then there's is it amoeba or something?
Toxoplasmosis.
Right.
Yeah, it's the crazy cat lady disease.
Right.
The what?
It's toxoplasmosis. It's why they say pregnant women shouldn't handle cat litter. What is it? It's like a parasite
or something.
that lives in cats, pretty much all cats, and it's transmittable through their feces. And it tries to It's transmitted by rats, right?
Yeah,
Or
the
is it other way
rats.
around?
The rats carry it, and the cats get it because they hunt the rats, and then.
That makes the rats not afraid of the cats,
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
and then the cats can eat them. It like
Right.
takes over their brain function, and so like normally cat piss would scare off rodents, but these guys aren't freaked out by it. But in humans, if you catch it, it makes you go crazy, which is why they have call it crazy cat lady disease, and that's why you get those hoarding women that take all these fucking cats in because they get this brain disease because of toxoplasmosis.
Is that why I had to scoop the poop while my wife was pregnant?
Well, she was probably just fucking with you, but yeah, that's probably.
Yeah, the parasite thing is creepy and disgusting in ways I can't describe. Like there's I can't tell you how many different examples of worms and things like that living inside people. Like here's an example of a worm that found its way into a guy's foot, a guinea worm. That you can see a picture of it. It's popping out of what amounts to a giant blister on the top of someone's toe. It's absolutely disgusting.
Yeah, I can't look at that shit.
There's another one here, a parasite that starts off. How best to describe this? It's a parasite for fish. The parasite gets into a fish through the gills and then sets up camp to grow and mature. And then the female will crawl out from the gills and then latch onto the tongue of the fish. And then it basically grows in the fish's mouth until it takes up pretty much the entire mouth.
That's gross.
And then it's living on the tongue, and it eats so much of the tongue that the rest of the tongue falls away, and the parasite becomes the tongue.
And keeps stealing all the food from the host.
And it keeps stealing all the food from the fish.
Dude,
That's crazy.
what are those, tapeworms?
Well, right. The tapeworms. There's this thing that I don't even know how to describe this. There's a condition called loiasis. It's a condition caused by nematode worms, and if it gets into your eye.
Yeah, any of those ones that get into your eye, and they sometimes you can even see them, right? You can physically see them swimming around your fucking brain.
Yeah, you can see them. You can regularly see bacteria floating around your eyeball. Sometimes you'll close your eyes or you'll see a line or something go past your vision. That's normal. This is a worm that can get into your eye. It causes pain, itching, sensitivity to light, and they can get very, very fucking big. There's a video. I will post this. There is
No.
a video of a surgery performed
No,
on a
we
guy
don't need to see that.
where they removed a 19
No.
centimeter long worm from this man's eye. Just to put that in perspective,
No.
19 centimeters is a little bit more than a half a foot.
We do not need to see that.
Your mom didn't have to go to the hospital when the 19-centimeter worm burrowed into her.
19 centimeters.
19 centimeters is like 8 inches. That's about right.
7.5. I kind of screwed up the delivery on that one.
Wasn't even that much of an insult, too. That's like, hey, good job.
I award you no points.
Really?
And may God have
Nothing?
mercy on your soul.
For burrowing into your mom?
Nothing. Nope.
So speaking of disgusting stuff, you guys ever watch the Monsters Inside Me TV show?
No.
No.
It's a TV show dedicated to stuff that you've just been talking about.
There's
with
a
footage,
Oh.
real
TV show.
footage,
No.
legit footage, not dramatic reenactments.
Why? Why would you watch this?
I don't know. What's that?
Schadenfreude.
Yeah, Schadenfreude.
Why would you watch? Just for the misery of others?
Yeah, the sick fascination.
It's like Kim Kardashian.
Sick fascination.
Nice.
With disgusting things, parasitic things.
Yeah, it's true.
Kim Kardashian is a parasite on this world, sucking the
Absolutely.
life from it.
The only way you can kill her is to stop looking. But you can't stop looking.
Because it's stuck in your eyeball, seeping into your fucking brain. Oh my god! I know I would not watch this show. What kind of episodes have you seen on the show?
Some kind of bot flies or larvae or whatever embedded in somebody's head.
Oh, dude, I keep getting the
She's
fucking
got
twitches.
They showed footage of it where they, I guess they put tape over it to kind of kill it, and then they had to pull it out.
Oh, stop.
So she's sticking the tweezers in the hole in her head to grab this big huge thing and pulling it out. It was like a baby crowning when she pulled it out, and it was just pus filled and oozy and everything.
You guys get the shivers? Like, when you hear this shit, like, I'm physically shivering.
I wig out when I see a picture of the hairy ass spider, but this I'm getting more of a kick from you.
I know, I'm having
That's-
fun torturing you.
So fucking disgusting.
You know what I'm going to do now? I'm going to make it my personal mission to just festoon Twitter and Facebook with all of these nasty pictures of shit.
I know how to not click on them. That's okay.
You're going to see them. It's just they're going to come up.
See, this is like the opposite of what I get, for that ingrown hair thing that we kept posting.
I just think it's going to be a new fun game that all our fans play on Z.
Finally, if you're
Post
out
images to the Facebook page of disgusting bug infestations and parasites and.
tweet
Try
us.
to Rickroll me into opening them.
That's right. Tweet us.
Well, no, dude, you
Facebook.
don't have to open them. You will see them in the thumbnail,
And the auto playing videos.
Yep. Yeah.
and you won't be able to help yourself. You'll watch in fascination like a rabbit transfixed by a snake.
Now look, I can watch the pictures of the I can look at the pictures of the spider, the pictures of the worms, the fucked up eyeball with the worm about to come out of it. I can't watch the video.
That's so gross.
If I saw that spider in motion, I would go running from my desk.
Do they actually have any video with it moving?
Yeah,
You realize I'm going to do that, right?
knock that shit off.
It's going to happen.
What's the scariest thing you guys have ever seen in person?
Scariest or disgusting?
Either.
I had a giant fucking spider on my back. Luckily, I didn't see it till after it was off of me.
But when you saw it, you freaked out.
Oh my god, dude! Yeah, we were out hanging out in like some chick's backyard, and we just a bunch of weird furniture sitting around. And I sat down in this rocker recliner chair that we were going to burn later. And I got back up and was walking around, and this dude's like, "Yeah, Z, come here." I'm like, "What?" And he's like, "Just come here." I'm like, "What?" I'm like, "Just come here." I'm like, "All right." And I come there. He's like, "Don't move." I'm like, "Why?" He's like, "Just don't move." And he fucking just swats this thing off the back, and it had to be the size of like both your hands. It was a giant fucking like wood spider. I don't know what they call them, but
Wow.
Oh my god,
How did you not feel that on your back?
it was just hanging on my shirt. I don't know.
Probably dropped out of a tree or some shit.
It was like crawling up out the chairs. I'm guessing, but oh my god, if I would have fucking seen that thing on me, I would have shit my pants.
Oh my god.
Dropped
That's
the fucking
disgusting.
deuce right there in my pants.
What's the creepiest or scariest or most disgusting thing you ever seen in person, Ganthor?
Probably rats or mice.
Rats.
Rats or mice. I can't stand them. Disgusting things.
I'm with you. I remember being in Manhattan, in Lower Manhattan, right around the Wall Street area. I saw a rat the size of a football, like just the body the size of the football.
Saw that in Philly all the time, dude.
Oh man,
It's disgusting. It's just why can't nice things be the things that prosper and propagate? Why is it always disgusting things? Stink bugs and rats, snakes,
parasites, giant ass
and
fucking
that
spiders.
dumb fish from China, and
The snakefish, is that?
yeah, whatever that's called.
The what?
It's like called the snakefish. It's like this thing gets out of the river, can walk across land into other river, and then infest it and kill all the life, all the
Whatever that thing's
indigenous
called.
species. It's called like the Japanese, like or Chinese
Chinese something.
like eel snake or something.
Yeah, it's disgusting. It's always cuds, all these gross, terrible, horrible things, and it's never, butterflies and unicorns that.
Unicorns. Why can't we just have more unicorns?
What if unicorns were like this murderous horse species? People are like, oh, can I go pet the unicorn? And it's like stab right in your face with its big horn.
That's not
And
how
then it eats
unicorns
your
are.
flesh, right?
Maybe
Dude, that's
why
what
there are
narwhals do.
narwhals.
Fucking unicorns of the sea, man. They fucking javelin that shit right in your gut.
Maybe that's why there aren't any unicorns. Maybe back in the day, someone killed them all off and erased them from the record books because they were a murderous species.
Well, why couldn't they do that with rats and mice and spiders and crabs and lobsters?
Yeah, where's this generation's Pied Piper?
What?
The Pied Piper. The Pied Piper
Yeah,
was
he's still little kids, dude, didn't he?
no, the Pied Piper was the rats.
Oh.
Right, the Pied Piper played the rat. I mean, it's the nursery. It's the nursery rhyme
Yeah,
about
I
the
know,
plague
yeah.
rats.
Yeah, but it's probably something to do with like pedophilia.
Of course, because every nursery rhyme is about pedophilia.
Yeah.
You know,
Only with you, Z.
that's right. The creepiest thing I've ever seen in person was something called the flying fox. Have you ever seen one of these things?
No.
So the flying fox is a ginormous fucking bat. Its wingspan is like 6 feet wide.
Whoa.
Right? It is a big fucking bat. I saw them at like at a zoo at like the I think it was the Animal Kingdom in Orlando, the Disney zoo, and they're huge. They're maybe like 2-3 feet long, and then you see them spread their wings, and it's like looking at the devil.
That sounds pretty creepy.
It was fucking creepy, y'all. It was fucking creepy, bro.
Yeah, you gotta stop it with the bra.
Is he creeping you out, too?
That's super creepy. Yeah, that's probably one of the creepiest things I've ever seen.
Hey, Z, you got a spider in your back, bro.
Oh, thanks, man.
Here's a tissue box.
So what did we learn? What did we learn about parasites? What did we learn about creepy, scary, crawly things? What did we learn, Z-Man?
When your house says get out, get the fuck out.
That's right. Ganthor.
You guys are a bunch of babies.
What did I learned that Ganthor is completely deluded with his ability to take on a spider the size of his fucking head.
You know what? You make a replica spider of that size. I'll show you how quickly I can smash the shit out of it.
A replica spider, one that doesn't move. What if it was a robot spider?
Dude, I would fight a robot spider with a sledgehammer.
A robot spider with
let's
guns.
do this. Seriously, you build a spider of whatever, however you want to build it, I will smash it.
You know what? I build it out of like cardboard, and it would be totally non-menacing. Of course you would smash it. I'm talking about the real deal, hairy-ass fucking spider coming after you, hanging on the side of your goddamn house.
You ever see those videos of those dudes, like they have that shit, like the spider's like up on the roof, and they're trying to like capture it in like a Tupperware container, and it jumps, and they fucking freak like a little girl?
That's right. And fall off the fucking house.
It's hilarious.
That's right. That's what you would do, Ganthor. You would lose.
Whatever.
You would lose all semblance of masculinity. You would just manliness out the door.
No.
Have to put your daughter's dresses on because your pants are soiled.
That's right. You would be sentenced to a life of tea parties with your daughters.
Bet you
It's
Corey
not
likes
so
tea
bad.
parties.
I actually like them. They're kind of fun.
Oh my God. All right, so if you like tea parties like Ganthor, why don't you go ahead and let us know on the Facebook page, facebook.com/4listeners or 4listeners.com, or on the Twitters @4listeners. You can check out the show on Stitcher Radio or on iTunes. Just search for 4Listeners and we'll pop right on up. We thank you for checking us out this week, and we hope that you will check us out again next week. Thanks a bunch, everybody.
Down came the rain. Watch the